Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and you like a little bit of variety and a little bit of kind of just everything, you're going to want to hit the subscribe and also the little bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. Today we are using that leftover Thanksgiving turkey to make a turkey and rice soup. So first thing I got going on, a little bit of olive oil, a couple tablespoons or so, chopping up an onion, recipe calls for a whole onion. I might just use half. My husband's not a huge fan of onions. I like onions, but usually I back off a little bit. And I try to cut them really small. Sometimes I'll actually grate the onion, like in my spaghetti sauce, using a box grater. It's actually a lot easier. But for this, I'm just giving them a chop. So then I'm gonna go ahead and dump those onions in. While that's working, I'm gonna peel some garlic. The recipe for garlic said, I think 1 clove. I like to do extra garlic because of the way I grate it too. I don't always use the whole clove, so I usually go up a little bit, plus I like garlic. Peel my carrot. I'm using 1 big carrot. You could use a couple small ones. I'm going to cut these pretty thin. So I think they cook better, so they're not too big. If you like them a little crunchier, you can cut them a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'm going to grate my garlic in there with the onion. Just using one of these like handheld graters. This is how I always do garlic. I don't try to cut it. But you always end up with a little bit of a nub, so that's usually why I go with 1 or 2 more than what it says, because I'm not getting the whole thing for grating my fingers. Just get all off the back. Let that cook for a second once you add the garlic. It says to season with salt and pepper, the onions, I guess, and garlic. Salt and pepper. I'm going to put 4 cups of chicken broth or chicken stock, whichever you have. You could probably use vegetable broth, you can use whatever you want. I'm using chicken stock or chicken broth. Chicken broth. And then also 2.5 cups of water. And then my rice. 2/3 of a cup. I'm using 1/3. I'm just gonna do 2 scoops if I can get in there. And I'm using, I don't know, it's a wild rice blend. So 1. Okay, so then we need to bring this to a boil. So I'm gonna turn this up. And then down to a simmer, and we're gonna put the lid on. All right, so now we are boiling. I'm going to turn it down to low, simmer, and we're gonna put the lid on and let it simmer for about, okay, it's a little out of control. We're going to let it simmer for 35 minutes. Another quick little leftover turkey recipe. I got turkey, some green apple, celery, carrots, some walnuts, just a little bit of veganese. It's like a vegan mayo, doesn't have eggs in it, so we can't do eggs here. And yeah, that's it. It's crunchy and yummy and good. Alright, gonna go ahead and add in the celery and carrots. I burned myself. I could put my phone down. I could put it on the holder. Do a whole bunch of different things, but this is how I'm doing it. And we're gonna bring this back up to a boil again. I don't really gonna, this burner's really hot, so I'm just gonna turn it up a little bit, get it boiling again, and then we're gonna simmer again for about 10 or 15 minutes, just until the celery and carrots are soft, and yeah. All right. So, kind of deviating a little bit from the recipe. I had this big piece of turkey left over. I'm kind of just throwing it in here as the celery and carrots cook. And then when it's all done, I can shred that.